The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine?
You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine.
Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Ask the Treksperts. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Sarah.
Today we're going to be talking about holodecks and holodeck episodes.
Yes, indeed.
Now, I am not a giant fan of the holodeck dynamic. I like the holodeck as a technology, but I feel like it became a bit too formulaic, especially in TNG and into Voyager.
Well, TNG is where they started.
Yes.
But I do sort of agree with you with Voyager to a point because they made everything formulaic. But on the whole, I love holodeck episodes.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Because, I mean, the holodeck became kind of notorious during TNG, where, like, you know, you'd start in the holodeck where there'd be, you know, kind of a holodeck thing, and then fans would be like, oh no, it's going to be another one of those where the holodeck tries to kill everyone, and, you know, like, I'm thinking of episodes like the one with Vertiform City, Emergence, right? Yeah. Episodes like, you know, Elementary Dear Data, which we reviewed that one day.
Sure.
And, which, I mean, we gave a high rating. I like it, but it was an earlier one, you know? It was before it became, like, a standard. So, I don't know, it's like, let me ask you this question then.
Sure.
Why would you keep this technology around if it's so frickin' dangerous?
Well, it's just like anything else in Star Trek. I mean, it seems like all technology on that show has the potential of killing or maiming somebody.
Really?
I mean, yeah. Well, especially, have you seen any Transporter episodes lately?
Well, yeah. Okay, fine. Of course, this is supposed to be the safest technology there is.
Sure.
But
safest way to travel.
Tell me how this is not contrived, okay? Where we have a where we have this technology, right? Where we can go in and you can project anything and you can feel like you're in any place, right?
Virtual reality.
Virtual reality,
yeah.
And they have a contrived way so that you can get killed.
Yes.
So they turn the safeties off.
Yes.
That is only there so that when we have these crazy episodes where the holodeck is trying to kill everyone, there's actually something at stake besides simply we're stuck in a room and we can't get out.
That would be kind of lame.
Because usually they have that too, where it's like, A, the safeties are off, and B, we can't leave.
Right.
And C, we can't turn it off.
Well, what use would it be if you could just leave and just fix it on the outside where it's safe?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be an episode.
I know, so doing this like once or twice, okay, but to fall back on it?
Okay, how about falling back on the, oh, we just landed on a planet that's totally safe, except wait, there's this monster, or this evil computer.
Or Voyager, we just crashed another shuttlecraft.
I mean, you almost can't do a plot without it being somewhat contrived.
Somewhat. But I just feel like a lot of holodeck episodes, it seems kind of like, you know, we were out of ideas, so we resorted back to holodeck.
I don't think it's
maybe
we
not
ran
even
out of ideas.
Okay.
I think it's, you know, we like this formula, let's go with it.
I also think we're sick of shooting on this on the ship. Our actors are tired of having to be in the spacesuits, so let's put them in a period thing and let them
act out a little
bit.
You know, occasionally tired of seeing them on the ship walking down corridors or through Jeffrey's tubes. And a holodeck episode is still Star Trek, and it's a little bit more fun.
Yeah, but I just feel like you can come up with more ways to get off the ship and do other stuff than having to resort to holodecks or having to always resort to time travel.
And they don't always resort to holodecks or time travel.
You know,
they do get off the ship. But
yeah, but I mean, you know what formula the holodeck really is?
What?
It's the old TOS formula of we landed on a planet that's just like Earth, except in some other time of Earth's history.
Sure.
So every time you get one of those in TOS, like, you know, Bread and Circuses, or an episode like that.
But how many of them are good?
Where it's Nazis, or it's a lot of them, actually.
See what I mean? A lot of holodeck episodes are good. They may be formulaic, they may be an excuse to do something that's out of the ordinary, but, I mean, they're good. Generally.
Not always. I mean,
they're not always good.
Yeah,
but I mean,
like I don't know, like what's that that episode where the Herosian take over the ship and turn it into a holodeck in Voyager?
The Killing Game?
I don't like that.
Really, I like that.
I mean, I like things about it.
Where they go back to France.
Yeah.
World War II.
Yeah, but I think it's just really lame to have a hunter species that's like, we'll hunt holograms.
Well, but they're not hunting holograms, they're hunting the Voyager crew, but they can sort of bring them back to life.
Yeah, although then, come to think of it, when I'm thinking of it, then later on, they've got that episode in 7th season where they are hunting holograms,
But
and
that's
kind of
7th
dumb.
season Voyager.
Yeah, I know,
and
but
that is lame.
I don't know. Still, turning the entire ship into a holodeck. I don't know. It's just it's sort
big.
it's sort of like hey, we've run out of ideas. We've done every other thing we can possibly do. Let's now fall back on the holodeck to the point where the whole ship has to be a holodeck. I don't know. That's going too far.
No, but it's big. Well, it's not really that much different
To me,
than a small holodeck episode, because it seems to me like normal holodeck episode you can go anywhere anyway. But because the size of the room doesn't matter. But they want to get a whole bunch of Trojan in there.
In my opinion, the consummate holodeck episode, probably the best holodeck episode is Hollow Pursuits. And the reason I say that is because it isn't about the holodeck.
Yeah.
It's because it's about a character.
Bartley
is obsessed with the holodeck, and that leads to character development.
Sure.
Most of the time, a holodeck episode doesn't really do anything for our characters. It's simply a matter of putting them in a fun playing field where we can do a bunch of stuff, and that's what separates that from those earthy planet episodes of TOS, where usually they were making an interesting social point, or they were doing something cool with our characters. Admittingly, a lot of times it was this captain went evil and went on this planet and changed it.
Yeah.
But still,
but the
that was
results are the
something.
interesting part, and the social commentary based on what ended up happening with that planet.
Yeah, Emergence is kind of fun, but ultimately, what is it doing? Not much of anything.
The holodeck's creating a life form that is not very well drawn.
It's not a great story. That's just how I feel about it.
know.
I don't know, other holodeck episodes. Okay, Ship in a Bottle. That's a great holodeck episode. You know why? Because it's not about the holodeck.
It's about Moriarty.
Yeah, it's about a character that ends up getting created and turns into a character. It's not
How about
just
Bride
about...
of Chaotic?
See, Bride of Chaotic is fun.
Yeah.
But once again, why did that have to be a holodeck is trying to kill everyone episode?
Yeah.
I guess ultimately the way I'm coming down on this is most of the bad ones are in Voyager, but...
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't necessarily get into the story as much as you do. I mean, you are all about story.
That's true. Yeah.
I just like things to be fun, and story is important, and character development is important.
So sometimes just a romp is okay with you.
Absolutely. I just want a ride sometimes.
Yeah. That kind of reminds me of Shore Leave.
Yeah.
Because that's sort of like a holodeck episode before there's a holodeck, right?
Yeah.
TOS, where it really is just kind of a romp.
Stuff popping up out of nowhere.
The only thing that kind of separates that a little bit is that they really do think they're in jeopardy, and then they're not, and that's it's kind of a neat reveal. But again, it's not a big story. It'd be as if some alien
came onto the holodeck and didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And I think that happened somewhere, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
But I don't remember.
Well, what do you think? Are you a fan of the holodeck? Do you generally like holodeck episodes, or do you think that it's just a bit of a contrivance that's there just for the sake of doing something kind of fun? You know what? I also don't like. No, I just thought of this. Fistful of Datas. I hate that episode.
No, but that's Alexander.
Yeah, well.
And it's Worf in a cowboy hat. So.
I don't know. I mean, Brent Spiner playing all those different parts didn't really do a lot for me. I mean, I like Brent Spiner playing
the plot
multiple
itself
roles,
wasn't all that great.
But not when they're all just a bunch of holograms I don't care about. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Also, if you have a question for us that we can answer, or an episode you'd like us to review, leave that in the comments as well. Thanks a lot for watching Ask the Treksperts. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Sarah.
And we'll be back with you again next week.
The best is yet to come.